Don't worry. Of course, I mean, Theo was teaching until 1, so they're all
All right.
late. Don't worry. No offense. He knows I make fun of him about the time.
What was today's topic, actually?
It was
Behavior. I think introduction, right? A bit more, yeah.
Okay.
well, this 1 hour break and the previous term between Theo and synthesis was very useful. I don't know.
I know, but
You always took advantage of that. So
So it was you mean it was 3 hours plus 2 of seminar of synthesis. Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, sorry guys, now it's back to back because we wanted to move it a little bit so we facilitate a little bit the later time zones for this one, because then we moved constructed histories way too early. I mean, it's been like we are doing our best, but you know, we can't unfortunately satisfy everyone. But we do take into consideration, let's say, your individual circumstances, and we are trying to make it work. Okay, we have 43, 44. Okay, people keep coming, so 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't see anyone in the waiting room. So, hi everyone, welcome to term 2 as well. We start a bit mildly this week with seminars only, which are quite a few, as you've seen, compared to the compared to term 1, right? We have a quite different schedule for seminars, and then of course you're starting with studio work next week, so the presentations will begin next week. So what is happening is that the thing that has remained the same is synthesis, of course, right? We will be meeting the same day and time every Tuesday, 1, 2, 3, to go through to help you develop your essays, which are kind of related to the DRL, okay? Because we don't know what the submissions for the other courses outside the DRL entail, okay? So oh, more people. Okay, I think with Lekai, we're all here. So Klaus, I need 5 to 10 minutes to go through the electives for
All right.
this term, okay? Because there's been a huge confusion, and again, it's not your fault. Oh, it's not your fault, but guys, can you mute yourself? No, actually, I'm going to mute. Okay. So, sorry, this is like censorship. This button, not like. Anyway, what I wanted to go through is your electives for term 1. So I don't know, when you were asked when you registered to begin the program in September or October, I don't remember, you were asked to register for one course in term 2 that would give you 10 credits, right? You were asked to register for one because the course that will happen tomorrow, which is called Research Methods Seminar, which is joined for all the postgraduate courses, was mandatory and required a submission back then. Now, this course does not require a submission, so it is still mandatory, but it's only mandatory for auditing. Okay, so these 10 credits that were coming along with the submission for that course can now be distributed to another elective course. Okay, so you need to complete 20 credit points, so 2 submissions in term 2. You have already signed up for one course, right? And now I'm talking about credits and submissions. Okay, I don't care about which ones you have signed in for auditing. So now you need to find another course, seminar course to do your submissions. Okay, I don't know if you can now at this stage sign in for courses outside the DRL. Okay, so I suggest that you pick one of the two that we offer, which is behavior with Theo and Ryan, and constructed histories with Sajay. So that would make your 2 submissions for term 2. Is this clear? Okay, so you still have to, oh, sorry, guys. So you still have to audit tomorrow's research. You still need to audit the research methods seminar, which is tomorrow from 11 to 12, but not for any submission. Okay, so you need to pick another elective for your second submission for term 2. Questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I thought in term 1 we were supposed to pick an elective only for term 1. So, like, I didn't pick any elective on term 1. So, and I haven't picked an elective from another program. So I'm probably going to have to pick both of them, right? Behavior
Yes.
and...
If you've picked, let's say, behavior or constructed histories already, then you pick, then you do the other, as you do the submission for the other seminar offered by DRL.
But that's the thing, we weren't asked to pick for term 2. We were only asked to pick for term 1. That's what I understood, at least.
Guys, I was not coordinating overall for postgraduate, right? This is let's say Rachel. I think it was Rachel who was coordinating. So all the messages we haven't been in the loop. We have not been kept in the loop when you guys were. But I think perhaps you just misunderstood something, Stefan, because a lot of the students have picked up courses for other programs already for term 2.
That was only for other programs, but when it came to picking something from the DRL itself, we didn't pick anything so far. Every email sent to us was about picking programs elected from other programs.
Okay,
that's my point.
Weird. That's weird because again, I think, for example, I saw, perhaps it was not clear in the email, but I'm sorry about that. There's, again, we were not coordinating how this information was distributed.
Okay.
I think that had asked us to tell him if we want to do an elective outside DRL. He said that if we wanted to do an elective inside DRL, we don't have to state anything.
Yes, so we haven't picked anything, basically.
Okay, so if you haven't picked anything, that means you follow behavior and constructed histories.
Okay, so we just fill out the
But
form.
Can you do it? Yes, could you please do it yourselves just for me to have a look, because I need to compile the full lists of the courses. Anyway, all of you need to pick a second one, right? So even if you picked, let's say, a seminar from outside DRL, your second seminar should be either behavior or constructed histories. So fill in whichever you want, and that will be your official choice, just for me to compile the list so we can make the groups for behavior. I don't know if Sajja wants groups for constructed histories. So then just to organize a little bit who's following which course. Okay, and then
So we pick by filling out the Excel sheet.
Yes, the Excel sheet, if you can kind of fill this in.
And Alex, is the construction history the one that has no submission? Like, is that the audit one?
No, you have to do 2 submissions.
Okay, so that means one would be the one that we have with Thea, right? The one that we just had.
Well, I mean, if you guys have chosen, for example, a course from MTech for submission, then the second one can be constructed histories. Okay, it doesn't have to be behavior.
Okay. But in case we didn't choose anything from outside the RL, that means that we have these.
Yes, that means that yes, it is behavior and constructed histories.
Okay, then we put that on the Excel.
Yes, yes, please.
Thank you.
Alex, can I ask a question?
Yes.
For my case, I actually signed up for an elective outside of DRL on term 1 because I misunderstood the procedure. So if I want to drop out from that elective from MTech, does filling out the form already do that automatically, or I still have to write an email to?
No, you will have to. Who email? You said, guys, you were discussing this with Clem or Rachel?
Yes,
Clem. Yeah. So these, yes, everything that concerns other programs needs to go through Clem.
Okay.
It's good to CC me as well, so I know. But here, I see that you have behavior and constructed histories.
Yeah, because I after the start of term 2, I decided that I want to pick the electives inside DRL.
Okay.
So I wanted to cancel the other one.
Yes. So please, if you want to cancel courses from let's say other programs, please do that through Clem.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. But CC me so I'm aware, and then of course just fill in the Excel file, which you've done already. I see you have behavior and constructed histories.
Yeah.
Sorry for the confusion, guys. It's just that it changed throughout the year. So during term 1.
Yeah. Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. I don't have any elective courses outside our DRL. I will fill out the Excel sheet with the behavior and the constructed history, right? Does it matter which one is the elective A or B? Does it matter?
No, don't worry. I just did it for you. I have it open, so I just copy paste the. No, of course not. It doesn't matter. Don't worry.
So we would have submissions for both, right? For one for behavior and one for
this term you submit 2 essays. Okay.
Okay.
Is it
sorry for so the behave? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Is it possible to pick an elective now? Like,
I don't know. Again, if you want DRL, of course you can. But if you want something outside the program, please check with Clem. I'm not sure we can be done. The lists have been compiled, but perhaps you can make some amendments during this week. But again, I'm sorry, I can't help you more because I have not been given any deadlines or like I'm not aware of the process. So please contact Clem if you want to change something.
Sorry, so the behavioral is not mandatory?
Well, again, it is, you need to have 2 electives in this session, in this term.
Yeah, I got that. But
so for which did you sign up for any elective from other postgraduate programs during term 1? Okay, so yes, it is mandatory, as is constructed histories for you, Samone.
Okay, thank you.
I'll just completed it on the Excel file for you as well.
Thanks.
Okay. Clear?
Hello,
Yes.
Alex. I have a
Hi.
question. Yeah. So does this mean that we have 4 elective course in this term? I mean, since I signed up a course out of the DRL in last term with credits, but also I signed up a course which told me that didn't have any credits, and I also need to choose one course in the behaviors or another one, right?
So now I see here that you have cities in a transnational world 1 and 2, which is on Wednesdays. Why is this 20 credits? Is this in 2 terms?
Yes, I think it's probably 10 credits since it also had a course in term 1, but I didn't attend it.
Okay, so now you will have to attend this course for 10 credits and another DRL seminar for 10 more credits. And this can be either behavior or constructed histories. You pick.
Yes, I got it. But I also signed up a course, didn't have any credit last terms.
Well, you can audit that. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
this
okay,
is not
cool.
for credits.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So, can I ask something else? So we're gonna have 2 electives, and both of them need a submission. So are we gonna have like a submission at the same time, and we're gonna have a synthesis for like 2 different projects?
So the synthesis will be on well, as it has been, because this elective thing is new for us as well. So how the structure, and now I wanted, if we're done with clarifications, I would like to go through the synthesis structure for this term. Okay, so we can wrap up, and then we need to see the students who submit, who will need to resubmit in these who were asked to resubmit for term 1. So the synthesis in term 2 has been so far tailored for the 2 submissions, for behavior and constructed histories. Okay, so the groups are based on let's say behavior, which is usually a little bit more formulated already, because Sajid has been experimenting a little bit more with the form and, let's say, the sessions of constructed history, so it's a bit more fluid. This, the sessions, the bibliography, etc. So we are working with groups based on behavior, and starting from next week, you're divided into groups. Okay, so from next week, you will have the 1-hour sessions that we used to actually develop your essays. Okay, and with 1 week we're working on behavior, the other week we're working on constructed histories. 1 week on behavior, the other one on constructed histories. So we are developing both essays at the same time. Okay, we can go through now with the submissions outside the group. Now with the submissions outside DRL, I'm afraid we can't be of any help. Okay, so you have to discuss the submissions for the other courses with your tutors from the other courses. Okay, so you can skip one seminar every 2 weeks, because we will be discussing only your DRL essays. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna share.
Sorry for construction. Also, we have a 3,000 word submission.
Yes.
Is it the same? Okay.
Yep. So let me share my screen to go through the. It's already, you can already find it on our Teams folder. Okay, in the synthesis folder, you can find the syllabus for this term. Oops.
Hi, Alex. I have
Yes.
another question, like
Yeah.
old problem. Like Yuji, Huang, and me, we don't have the link for the Google Calendar. So could
But
you
the
please?
calendar is all I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've been sending it. I don't know what's the problem with the Google Calendar. So all information that is on the calendar, it's on the Teams calendar as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So can you use the Teams? It's a precisely the same. Don't worry. It has precisely the same amount of information.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. There's nothing more on the Google Calendar.
Okay.
So
okay,
and when I reference the calendar, I always mean Teams calendar. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see. Okay. So we're here. Right? You can see, correct? Introduction is precisely the same, but what I want to go through is this part that students are expected to bring to the seminar continuous development of their work for the final submission in behavior and constructed histories term 2. Again, for this year schedule, this will be a little bit different, correct? But we'll be working either two of them, or if you have a credit, let's say an elective from another course, we will only be working on your DRL submissions. Additional tutorials will be provided during the synthesis writing weeks at the end of both terms and before the essay submissions. Guys, the excuse me, the structure is precisely the same. So let's say if we are here today, we have a precise timetable with what we'll be asking you to do for the next time, how let's say each session is kind of structured, and what are the assignments for the following week. Okay, so we are here, session 1, Tuesday 19, introduction and overview of synthesis, and introduction to the next assignment, critical response, which is what we are asking you to prepare for next week. You've done that already, and this is just to start pushing you going through the readings of behavior and constructed histories, the ones that are already uploaded, and just to go back and continue, let's say, the practice of writing. Okay, so for next time, you prepare the critical response, which is an analytical text of 500 words uploaded on the Teams folder, Temp2 critical response. You'll find it already on our Teams. The text should include a critical response to one of the seminar readings from your assigned sessions of either behavior or constructed histories. It should contextualize, augment, complete, or challenge the main argument of your chosen text. Make sure you email us both the seminar of Essay 1, whether behavior or constructed histories, and your assigned session until Monday. I'll be doing that, so I know, don't worry, we can skip this step, because I have to make the list for the courses. But please complete the Excel file as soon as you can, so I can then send to Ryan and Theo and Sajay the full list of names, the ones who are taking the course for credit. The rest can, of course, you are more than welcome to audit. And then we can do the groupings A, B, C, and D that we will be using in synthesis from the next session. So according to this, again, you will be asked to come either between 1 and 2 or between 2 and 3, depending on depending on your session, depending on your group. Okay, and again, you will be alternating between me and Klaus. Okay, so next week we'll discuss in smaller seminar groups your critical response text, and we will introduce you to the next assignment, which is the development. We already begin with writing a small abstract, references, and visual material for essay 1. It can be either behavior or constructed histories. And then we'll do the same for essay number 2, abstract, references, and visual material for the other essay. Then we have the open week, which you can catch up. Then we have 2 more sessions, 3 more sessions. Sorry, I missed something. No, I did not. Okay, then we have the structure and outline for essay number 1. Then we have the structure and outline for essay number 2. And development of essay, I guess here it's a mistake. It should be 1. So you start working on your essays. So we have this more or less a bit more condensed. We have the same assignments in more condensed form, and again we alternate between the two the two essays. Stop sharing. Okay. Unfortunately, well, it is what it is. It's 2 submissions. So first of all, you have the experience of term 1, and then it's 2 submissions. So we really need to move much quicker. Okay, but it's pretty straightforward. We're keeping the same smaller groups because we think they're more intimate and we can work a little bit more closely with you. And yes, clear. Again, syllabus is already on Teams. Every time you can just go there, revisit it, and remind yourself. So, what is the assignment for next week? Okay. Questions?
I have a question about the previous assignment that we submitted. Is it possible that we could have some sort of feedback on how we did so that we know what we need to do the same or improve?
Yes, well, we're still in the process of working with the students who will need to resubmit. Okay, so as soon as we finish with that, we'll try to find one session that we can actually spend with you guys, and we can very quickly, go through your essays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
you. Fantastic. Thank you, Panayota. And another, sorry guys, just to remember, it is also quite important. If you guys have elective from other courses, please write down your the time. So to double check that there is no schedule conflict with, let's say, any of the other seminars. Okay, usually, or we'll try also to help you with to kind of avoid any schedule conflicts with a seminar, with the software tutorials as well. But please write down when you have, when these are taking place, if they're not from DRL, okay? Because I can't remember who emailed me about the conflict for that there is a schedule conflict with synthesis. Who was that?
I was, but these are for the last term.
No,
I wrote you about
yes, Gizem, that was you. Yeah. So, for example, you will always come in the first half of synthesis, okay? So between 1 and 2, so then you can go to your to the other course. Wow, you'll have 3 yeah, okay. If you're taking behavior, it's like a 5 hours of seminar back to back.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Alex, also I just emailed Ken asking if we are still able to choose something from outside DRL. So maybe as soon as I get that email responded, I can let you know.
So again, you will have, if you want to choose something from outside, please contact
No, I already emailed asking if we are able to. So maybe as soon as I get responded, like if we either can or we cannot, I'll let you know so that we can.
Yes. Please also check with the tutors, no, because Clem might say that yes, you can, but the tutor might think, that if the session you did not follow the first session. So also, like, out of kindness, ask the tutor as well if you are able to kind of join the course for credits, and if you can, then write the you're free to choose whatever course you want, and then please fill in the Excel file. I mean, if there are a couple of students that you guys keep on changing, it's fine, but I just want the bulk of, let's say, list for behavior and constructed histories to have it as soon as possible, so we can schedule groups and etc.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, that's it for now, guys, for this week. I mean, how the course is structured. So
sorry, the
if you don't
software
have,
tutorial is the same as first semester?
they will begin next week. We're organizing them as well. Not all of them. Most of them are the same. So you'll have again with Octavian. You'll have, I think there is also, you continue with Eva. Like Grasshopper. Unity. These are the same. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
But I'm not sure, for example, if Federico does a robotic. So others continue in term 1, but in term 2, but others do not.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, guys, that's it from us. Klaus, do you want to share your Zoom link for tutorials in the chat?
Yes, for those of you who will meet with me, I will share the Zoom link. Sorry, I will send you the Zoom link through via email, because I'm here with my Berlin University account. It's better to do it via the. You will get an email.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for attending. Really nice to see you all. Hope you are all staying healthy, safe, and I hope you are mostly excited for starting the new term, especially after seeing all the hard work the previous bunch did. I hope you did enjoy the day. And I'm here anytime. Please drop me a line if you have any question. Okay? See you guys. So the first student, if he can stay here in this link to begin with, the one who was organized for 1:30. We're running 15 minutes late, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.